Well, I do, Buckaroos. How the heck are you, man? It has got dark. I guess if I do another video out here, I might have to go under my my light over here. But I've got the spot staked out. I kind of like it here. So I got this. Anyway, do an Alfred Hitchcock thing on here. So I've got this 4-hand Superflare. Let me show you the can. They don't list the ABV or IBUs on their website. I know it used to be listed at 7.5%. I found several other websites that had it at 7.5%. 7.5%. I found a couple that had it at 6.5%. So let me show you the beer. It's slightly hazy. Not necessarily any hazy, but I think they're changing this beer, heading in that direction, because I had it a couple years ago. I don't remember it looking quite like this, so I think they're kind of changing it a bit, but it is brewed with mango, guava, and tangerine zest, as it says on the can. And why would a can lie? I mean, what motive does it possibly have? Anyways, I digress. So it's one of those beers that's just aromatically spectacular. I mean, mango, guava, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I've ever ate a guava. I've had mango a couple times in my life. But yeah, those aromas are probably in there. You're gonna find some grapefruit, some tangerine. You're getting some pineapple. You're gonna get some sweet nose. I got some sweetness on the nose right there. The beer feels creamier than I remember it being, thinking that maybe they're starting to head more towards a New England style, kind of changing the beer slightly to head that direction. Whatever they're trying to do here, to be honest with you, it's a great beer. It's a damn fine beer. Everything. I just love Four Hands. I think it's a great brewery. I've been there once, and I didn't do any videos from there because I was talking with a buddy that day. So I need to go back where I could just do videos. It's one reason why I like going to places alone. People ask me, well, why do you go to, you know, why do you go to breweries, brew pubs, bars alone? Because, you know, then I'm not obligated to talk to somebody. But I like going to bars with people to talk to. Don't get me wrong. But when I'm doing videos, I think it's rude to go in with a friend and then start checking in beers on Untapped. I just don't do things that way. I don't like Untapped on Untapped for that reason. I think it's a rude application. I think it's a rude damn app, man. It encourages people to be rude. I don't like Untapped. I ain't doing it. Anyways, I digress. So I've got this one here I'm going to finish up, and then I've got another beer that I want to do a live video for that I already did a video for. I don't want to mention the name at the particular moment. I'm just kind of hanging out, man, because my wife isn't around. The truth is, if she was here, she wouldn't give a rat's ass anyway. We've been together for 25 damn years, man, and we've been together through a lot. When our son had cancer, you know, before we lost him to cancer, there were a lot of families, you know, and there was a deal, I don't know, kind of a reunion of sorts, I guess, a year later that I didn't want to go to. I just couldn't deal with it. But she did. She wanted to see some of the folks again. And a few of the folks that were married at the time had already been divorced. It was, you know, just about a year later, or in some cases less than a year after they lost a child. And my wife and I, you know, talked to each other about it. Where a lot of folks blame each other. You know, maybe a self-esteem issue is, I don't know, is that we didn't blame the other one. You know, things happen you just can't control. So I think there were moves that we both second guessed that we both made. But we chose, rather than to blame the other one, we just chose to hold on tighter to each other. And I think that's the point that a lot of folks miss. I see a lot of things on the internet, social media, Facebook, and various other things about how there's not old-fashioned values anymore. And this usually coming from somebody that's been divorced at least once or twice. It's not that old-fashioned values aren't there. Is that what were the old-fashioned values, really? Where were the old-fashioned values that the man has all the control? You know, a successful marriage is when you have a partnership. I think that's why the wife and I work, is that we don't agree on everything. Heck, we don't agree on everything. We certainly disagree upon occasion. You know, I think if you agree on everything, then you got kind of a Stepford situation. But is that you understand the vows are for better or worse, and you just work through whatever those worst things are. Now, if somebody's getting abused, you know, I get there are reasons to be divorced. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying a lot of folks get divorced just because they're lazy. And then they blame it on something else. You know, you got to take responsibility for your actions. A marriage succeeds or fails on two people, not one or the other. And that's just the truth. So I'm finishing my 4 Hands Superflare after going off on a bit of a tangent there. Oh, biscuits. As this warms, the aromas become more spectacular. So there you go. Hey, I am Tom. Here is so once again telling you much more than you ever care to know. BeerVangelist, prolific beer drinker, Purveyor of Wisdom, and all around good guy.